Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back again doing your March 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Virgo. Yay, up to Virgo! It is exciting. I always get excited when I get to Virgo because I had usually been recording for quite some time. My voice is starting to die. And I need to go make some tea. I usually feel like, gosh, I really want to make some tea right around this point. And I don't like to take the time to make it because once I get in the kitchen, I kind of can't, like, there's all these things that I want to make. I'm like, oh, I need to make some spicy nuts. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should roast some potatoes. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should take the thing out for dinner. And then I start to clean. I put the dishes away. And it's just like one thing leads to another. And suddenly I am an hour behind in my recording schedule. So that's just how it goes. Thank you guys so much for being really awesome, fans and followers. Definitely follow me on Twitter to get notified when I have any kind of update stuff, because that's how I'm letting people know of what's really going on right now on Twitter at Oracle Daphne. I'll put a link for it below. Also, my biggest update is that I got sick in February, and so I am behind in my recording schedule, okay? So that means I didn't do the mid videos that I normally do for February, although last year I didn't do them in February, so I wouldn't say I regularly do them, but February is a short month, so chances are in the future I'm not going to be doing mids in February anyways, but in February, I should have done them because I really had been planning on it, and I wanted to take the time for it. So, and then also chances are I won't be doing mid videos for March, and I may not even continue doing mid videos on a regular basis. It may just be kind of an irregularity. But just so you guys know, these regular videos I'm still going to be doing them, and they're still going to be free to everyone. My general readings will be posted as usual around the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd every month, so you definitely look forward to them. And definitely click subscribe if you haven't. That way you get a notification in your inbox when I do post my videos. And what else? Oh, the other thing too is, guys, I had planned to do my sex and relationship videos for March, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get those out. And also, my calendar page is not the way to schedule with me, okay? People are posting saying, hey, I'd like this such and such a time, and I don't even see that until way too late. So if you see a time that you like, email me, elizabetholson31@gmail. Let me know. And I can confirm the time and send you an invoice. It's very simple to schedule that way. And that's via my website is oracledaphne.com. For those of you who haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It does have a calendar page on there and all about my services, pricing, and schedule and everything. Okay, so without further ado, Virgo, let's see what we get for you. For again, everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in Virgo for the month of March 2016. And I need to shuffle the cards more. Hang on just a second. I'm just going to shuffle them here just a moment. And just so you guys know, I do have another channel. It's called The Closet for Francis. I haven't posted very much on there. I just started it not that long ago. So I think it was like in November, December, I started the new channel. But definitely check it out because it has a really cool video on how to raise your vibration. So for those of you with products, different products that I like, so definitely check it out. It's called The Closet for Francis, and I will leave a link below this video for you on that. Okay. Okay, this looks... It's interesting. In the month of March, what I have been seeing, I think for 3 different signs, the Lovers card coming up in the same position. So that tells me that people are really focused on romance. And love, and either they're married or they're single and looking, okay? you know, spring is in the air. Love is in the air in the springtime, and it's always a great time for love. And it's interesting because my guide is showing me, I used to go down to, in Chicago, when I lived in Chicago, down to this, to the lakefront, and Lake Michigan, and basically, there was this one spot, I don't know what was the deal with that spot. It was like the key spot where, like, in the spring, everyone would go down there and make out. Like at 7 o'clock on a Saturday, everybody would be making out down there. So I go down there and walk along and I'd be like, okay, I guess everybody's kissing. So like everybody was. It was just kind of one of those wild places that you go to, and it was a very romantic, it was a romantic hot spot, clearly. You know, it was a beautiful spot, actually. There was this big grassy lawn area, and it was just kind of like, there was this like pathway that was kind of very romantic, and everybody went down there in the spring and made out, and it was something that was like clockwork, actually. Like during the rest of the time people weren't doing that, but in the spring people would do that. So I don't know, maybe it's just spring is in the air or something, you know, but maybe it's something that you just really, really want. I know that people, you know, go through cycles where they are, you know, single for a while, or they're in a relationship for a while, and you may just be like wanting to come out of a cycle where you've been single, you know. It is possible. Or, you know, you just want you want somebody who's married, okay? You have the hots for somebody who's married. I feel like it's more just you're looking for a romance. You know, you may just be sick of dating. I want to say some of you are just really sick of dating or don't want to date, you know. There's a lot of people here, not a lot, some, okay, but there's a strong female vibe, very strong female vibe. So you may have a lot of female friends, you may have daughters, you may have sisters. Message me if you have daughters or sisters, that, you know, I want to say two. There's either two daughters, two sisters, or something that are there. They are very supportive of you, okay? Because we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is you too. Lining up with the Lovers, very magical combination. Those of you, you know, who are in a relationship, you know, maybe you wanting to get married, you know. This is also getting pregnant. Maybe you're going to get pregnant because you've got the Lovers card right next to it. Two. First comes love, or first comes pregnancy. You may have gotten pregnant. It is possible that you may have gotten pregnant when you weren't married and then gotten married later. Or you may get pregnant before you end up, maybe you're in a relationship and you end up getting pregnant, you find out you're pregnant in March, and then you decide to get married. Something like that. Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Or the egg or the chicken? I think it's the egg and then the chicken. In this case, this is how it goes for you, Virgo. So... yeah, I mean, I feel like this is very strong. Now, for those of you who are Virgo males, the Queen of Pentacles may be a Taurus or Capricorn. It can also be one of the fire sign ladies, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, okay? I did see when I did the first spread several cards similar to Leo, so you may be in a relationship with a Leo, okay? I feel like you may be in love too, or you may be, I want to say, in love with someone, or in a relationship with someone, getting into a relationship with someone in March. Like I said, love is in the air, spring is in the air for you, okay? Very strongly, I feel that way. And now this is later, I would say mid to the end of March. Mid-March, you may be feeling this way. Although, I feel like you're coming to this point, there's a cluster of negativity before you get to this point. So, I want to say the beginning of March, you may end up being in a very, like, negative place emotionally. Like, getting over an old relationship, being very, very depressed, or very, like, much heartbroken over a specific person. You've got the Three of Swords in the center of the reading, which is heartbreak, sadness, trauma, loss, okay? And you also have the Judgment card crowning you, which is starting fresh, okay? The Judgment card has come up quite a bit for a lot of people as well, okay? So I want to say there's a thing in March that talks about starting over, starting fresh, getting over things, moving on from things, coming out of a phase or cycle. Again, I feel like that is very like one of the very strong messages that's going on for pretty much all the signs continuously, consistently. And it could be now you may be, again, in a relationship with a Leo or a fire sign dude, because this, or you may have been, okay? This is the sun person, okay? The sun energy is very strong, however, because it's like, to me, it could go either way. You could have been in a relationship with this person and this person really hurt you. Getting too close to the sun, and what happens? You get burnt, you get hurt. And you need to start fresh from this person. Or you could be single and having gone through a period, or something may have happened which was very traumatizing, something major may have happened to you. And the sun comes out and it's like suddenly, you kind of come out of your funk. Maybe you've been in a funk, or you may have been kind of sad, or, again, getting over some past hurt. And then finally you do, and you move on from it. However, because you have the Four of Cups here, to me, it's like you're going to go through this period of time where you disconnect. You do need to disconnect and distance yourself, but the Four of Cups to me is also like mild depression. It is also being distracted, not time managing well, wanting to be alone, okay? I want to say there's something here about a relationship that didn't go your way, okay? Or a marriage that didn't go your way. Again, you may have been married at some point. Maybe you are still married, okay? If you are still married, message me and let me know, hey, Beth, this is what's up. I'm not communicating with my partner. This card, the Two of Swords, has also come up for several other signs. So there's something going on too about the end of the silent treatment, or the end of like not communicating. Like, I feel like March is a strong, I don't do enough with the planets to know, and I should know this, but I just there's so much in astrology to know, what's going on with communication with everybody. I think there's going to be some kind of thing about communication, healthy communication, learning communication. That's what needs to happen. Now, whether you do it or not, is yet to be seen, because the Two of Swords as a foundation means there's a disconnect. You have the Two of Swords plus the Four of Cups. Disconnect. That's like the main thing that I can tell you that's going on in March for you. Disconnect because maybe in the past you saw either you were in a marriage or you still are, and there's miscommunication or not communication, or the silent treatment, or you're arguing and you're not agreeing. This is being not agreement, or there's a distance factor where you're not in touch, or you haven't heard from this person a long time. Excuse me. It could be also, to me, this is like you need to get over this person, the bloody wanker, because this is the bloody wanker card, okay? And for those of you who don't know what a bloody wanker, it is an asshole, okay? Someone who's a dickwad, okay? Someone who's just, I can go on, okay? So basically a shithead, okay? Someone who's just not a good person for you, but you saw the potential in them to be something, okay? To have a relationship. But I feel like the reality is, okay, so the Four of Cups is living in the dream, not the reality, okay? The dream was maybe to be with them, or maybe to get into a relationship. But the reality is that they've hurt you. The reality is you haven't heard from them for 4 years or longer. Or the reality is maybe you haven't heard from them for 6 months. Or the reality is you haven't heard from them in 3 weeks. Ladies, please, if you haven't heard from a guy in, say, a week, it's over. That's it. A week, and that's it. Don't hope for it. Don't long for it. Don't wait for it. No. Because that's just going to drag your energy down, okay? And that's not the way to go. I feel like there is an element, again, of wanting to be with somebody who's either married, or because the Two of Swords is somebody who's emotionally unavailable. Now, you may be emotionally unavailable, or the person that you like, could be guy or girl, doesn't matter, is emotionally unavailable. So I want to say this is really like, it's coloring the whole thing, this disconnect. You need to say, okay, I'm done with something. Like, have it end. Because the Three of Swords should have ended it, but the Four of Cups tells me you're still longing for it. You're pining, you're dreaming, you're hoping, you're wishing for something that isn't real. It's not real. And you need to move on for it. There's too much about needing to move on from that. You're hoping that you're going to ride off into the sunset, because the sun is literally a person who's riding off into the sunset. But the reality is that this person has hurt you, or this person's emotionally unavailable, or this person's in another relationship, or this person is not communicating with you. And that means you are hoping, wishing, and dreaming for someone who isn't going to pay you the time of day and doesn't think enough to even call you or text you or talk to you. That's not a relationship. That's not even a relationship you want. That's someone who you want to say bye-bye to. Wave goodbye to them, okay? Now, you could have been, say you were with a douchebag in the past at some point. You could have been married before. You could have been, this could be like an ex-boyfriend or ex-wife or somebody who's in the past, and you waved goodbye to them. There's something here too, though, about needing to move on from it. Even if you've let it go, even if you have like said goodbye to it, you're not totally there yet as far as being over it. Financially, I feel like you're doing great. You may not be exactly where you want to be financially, because there's, again, the Three of Swords could be some loss, some sacrifice, some trauma type thing. It could have been a job loss, and you're kind of wondering, what the fuck am I going to do now, kind of thing. The Ace of Pentacles, is in the past, so that means, you were making money's, coming in. But the Two of Swords, again, as a foundation, is disconnect. Not communicating well. Not communicating at all. Arguing. Fighting. Not being on the same page. Polarity. Black, white. Not seeing eye to eye with somebody. Not understanding things that somebody's telling you. Okay? There's several different elements here. So we have two cards about disconnect. We have one card about being in pain or having suffered some trauma and needing to move on because you have the Judgment. There may be some legal issue that's not quite over. Again, it could be like a pending legal thing. Leo had this as well. It's like a pending legal thing. Also, maybe it was Cancer. I don't remember. There's some kind of maybe pending legal thing that's not quite finished up. Or maybe even you're starting a legal thing. I feel like you're coming out of something, but not really wanting to finish it. It's sort of like starting something or being in something really, really negative and not learning the lesson. Not understanding that this was an asshole. Not understanding that you need to move on. Not wanting to move on. Not wanting to start fresh. A reluctance. I want to say there's a reluctance to start fresh. And you need to. The universe is sending you the Queen of Pentacles, which is love, prosperity, and happiness. And it can indicate also pregnancy, too. So, being a mom, maybe that's on your mind. You do have the World, okay? So the World, to me, and the Queen, and the Lovers, this is a beautiful segment here of the reading. I'm going to show you. So you have the World, then the Queen, then the Lovers. To me, this is a cluster of positive energy. So like once you move out, maybe you're living at home. Maybe you literally need to move out of someplace, okay? It's funny that I said that. Maybe you need to move away from your parents, okay? Or maybe get your own apartment or something. Or maybe you have a crazy roommate situation. It's possible. Or maybe, you just don't like your apartment, or, there's something about moving. But it might not even be just moving. It's just like moving on, okay? But once you move on from all this sort of negative just crap, the universe is sending you just like this wall of positive energy. Positive prosperity, joy, love, happiness. The world is everything you could possibly want, okay? When the sun, moon, and the stars come together, this is like very, very strong energy. This is strong love energy, strong romance energy, strong prosperity, financial energy. Don't let anything get you down, okay, Virgo? Like, seriously, do not let anything get you down. If you're down in the dumps about something, don't let it get you down, because I feel like you're just gonna go kind of bounce right back. There is a chance, though, if you kind of keep your head buried in the sand for too long, that you could miss it, because it's like you're looking down and something's gonna pass you by. Okay, something is coming in, but it may pass you by. Maybe an opportunity, could be a new job opportunity, or something new relationship opportunity that you miss because you're not keeping your eyes peeled. Like you're not like looking around you. You're almost focused too much on your inner world. You know, you may be living a little bit too much in your head, okay? And you're wrapped up in that dream of what you want. But the reality is the universe is later in March sending you this beautiful sort of very green, very beautiful love, prosperity energy. So it's something that you don't want to miss. It's like a fireworks show that you just don't want to miss. So I want to say, like, if you're down for the first part of March, that's all right, but don't stay down for too long. Make an effort to reconnect with friends. Make an effort to go out. Make an effort to connect to family. I want to say there's a strong family element here. Very strong family vibe. People in your life that do very much love you and very much care about you. Strong female energy again. You may be a Virgo male and have some ladies that you're dating. One of them is going to be your partner. There may be two people that are kind of in the running, but one of them is like someone that you really strongly connect with, and that's going to be that person. I want to say it's the world person. Now, I want to say, I mean, to me, this is you, Virgo. Again, you may be totally in love at some point in March, because the world person is you. See, she's got dark hair. It's the same person. And the world person is usually a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo female, because I see the world as being a very like earthy female, earth sign female. Can also be someone who has psychic ability too. You may be kind of wanting to talk to a psychic, or you may be thinking about this person a lot. You could be talking to me. You know, it is possible that it's me. However, there's just a strong chemistry there. I want to say it's very strong chemistry. So if you've been in a relationship that has sucked ass, let it go. Okay, start fresh. You know, you may go through a short period of time where you just don't want to talk to anybody. That's fine, but don't like wallow too much. You could be wallowing significantly longer than you should, and the universe is sending you somebody who's like really right for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Really, really, like, very strongly right for you. This is like soulmate stuff. I mean, I don't want to say soulmate too much, but I see so much positive energy with these three cards that it very well could be. And, okay, so the outcome is very disjointed from those cards. The outcome is the Four of Swords, okay? And the Four of Swords is being tired and either getting sick or being kind of drained or just tired of arguing. Like having some peace in your life. This is needing more sleep or rest. Some people don't even know what rest means, okay? So I'm going to explain rest to you. Rest is where you put your feet up and watch a movie. Rest is when maybe you read a book. By the way, I'm reading... What did I do with it now? I'm reading the most crazy series. And I laughed my ass off. I have to share it with you. Hang on just a second. Hang on. Okay, it's by E.D. Baker. Okay, so this is the fourth in the series. It's called No Place for Magic. This is the most hilarious series I have probably ever read, okay? It's really, really goofy and magical, and I think it's technically like a kid's book or young adult. But oh my gosh, for those of you who have a sense of humor, I laughed like out loud like through most of the book. So you really appreciate it. I think the first in the series is... The Frog Princess. Okay, it's the Tales of the Frog Princess. Okay, but the Frog Princess is book 1, I think. And I have, I read pretty much the entire book yesterday. I read the whole thing. It was awesome. It's short. I mean, it's not a big book, and I read very fast, and I get really into it, and I laughed and I cried, and it was just awesome. So, it's full of like magical adventures that, you can't really get out of your head. You don't want to put it down, because it's just kind of, I don't know, it starts to get you. I can't explain it. But anyways, so if you're looking for a good book, that's what you need, okay? Rest is when you sit with your feet up and you read a good book. Or rest is when you take a slow walk and enjoy the sunshine. Or you go play with the horses. Or you just chill out on the couch and, call your friend, or talk to somebody. Or, make a good meal and, just relax, That's rest. To me, it's just putting your feet up. Not really doing much. Lounging. That's how I see it. And if you do get sick at the end of March, and I'm not fear-mongering here, guys. To me, the Four of Swords a lot of times is not when you're not really feeling well. If you do get sick, chances are you needed rest anyways. You may be planning a wedding. To me, this could be some kind of wedding, or something. Maybe you're going to a wedding or something, and you maybe drink too much, and you can kind of burn yourself out. It could just be that it's a lot to process, March to me is quite an interesting time. It's not like really, really, really bad, but it's also not really, really great. So I feel like there's going to be some highlights, which is like amazing with the love and romance stuff, especially for the ladies, and even for the guys. I feel like this is, Virgo guys, this is a strong partner. Okay, I want to say. But ladies, you also may be wanting to get pregnant or wanting a partnership. And for the outcome to be sleep, it tells me, and I hate it when that's the outcome, it tells me that you need to focus more on your health. The universe is not necessarily going to send you the right person. I mean, for some of you it will, but not necessarily. If you end up, getting sick or not feeling well, it just says to me, you need to focus more on your health and take care of yourself and eat right and sleep right and all that stuff. I feel like, to me, you're just not sleeping well, okay? Some of you just aren't sleeping well, and some of you are getting over an illness, okay? Some of you are getting over like a long-term illness. For it to be at the end of the spread, it's sort of like, to me, it's been ongoing, okay? Yeah, I just feel like it could be like an ongoing cold or something that you may have, Virgos are very health conscious. It's very interesting. Virgos are very health conscious, and you're more susceptible than any other sign, I think, to getting sick. So I think like it's just very important for you to take care of yourself, drink lots of water. I just see like lots of fluids and get the rest. A friend of mine once said her doctor told her she needed to sit in bed all day and watch the Food Network. And actually it really does work if you do that. It seems really lazy, but nurture yourself, take care of yourself, be loving to yourself. And be patient too, because you got the Spider card at the end, and this is being patient. This is being creative. This is networking. Sometimes it's overworking, but to me it's patience for you. You being patient. If you haven't met your Mr. or Mrs. Right by the end of March, it's not going to be the end of the world, okay? Life is going to continue on. It just means that there are other things that you need to learn or go through, or it's not right, the timing, it's just not timing. But I feel like in general for you, it's like love is in the air. I don't know why I'm seeing tulips. Some of you maybe really like tulips. Get yourself some tulips if that's your flower. Some people it is. Just enjoy the springtime. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be a really, I want to say love-filled time or love-focused time, okay? If you've been, dealing with some asshole, cut it, snip, done, okay? It's over, and move on from it. And I feel like once you do, again, you're going to meet someone, I feel like, in March. That's how I see it. So anyways, that's all for right now. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, Google Plusing. I really appreciate it. And I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will be back again for April video, so stay tuned for more. And I wish you guys all the best. All right, take care. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.